Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the coolest, smartest, and most useful hacking gadgets you can actually buy on Amazon in 2025. Whether you're a security pro, an ethical hacker, a maker, or just someone who loves clever tech, this list has something for you. Hit subscribe and bell, let's get started. Gadget number 20, Portable Hardware Security Key, FIDO2/Multi-Protocol Authenticator. Segment time, 2 o'clock. Visual, product in hand, plugging into laptop, phone NFC demo. Voiceover, at number 20 we have a compact, multi-protocol hardware security key, a must-have for anyone serious about protecting accounts. These little devices implement standards like FIDO2, U2F, and often include NFC for phones and USB-C/USB-A for laptops. What it does, non-technical. Acts as a physical second factor for logins, much stronger than SMS or app codes. Works with major sites and password managers that support FIDO2/U2F. Why it's on the list. Extremely low friction security boost, plug it in or tap your phone and you're done. Durable, pocket-friendly, and increasingly affordable in 2025. Who it's for, security-conscious users, admins, journalists, and anyone tired of account takeovers. Pro tip, ethics only: always register keys on accounts you own or manage and keep a backup key in a secure place. Gadget number 19, Network Packet Capture/Portable Analyzer, USB powered. Visual, compact dongle connected to a laptop, showing GUI capture overview, no packet payload detail. Voiceover, #19 is a pocket-sized network analyzer. It's aimed at IT pros and hobbyists who need to inspect traffic performance, diagnose Wi-Fi woes, or benchmark home networks, not for intercepting private data. What it does, high level. Captures metadata about network flows, connection quality, and device behavior. Provides summaries like signal strength, throughput, and latency over time. Why it's on the list. Instant visibility into network health without a bulky laptop setup. Helpful for smart home troubleshooting, network mapping, and learning about networking fundamentals. Safety note, use it only on networks you own or have explicit permission to test. Never capture or store sensitive payload data without consent. Gadget number 18, Programmable USB Developer Board, microcontroller for pentesters and makers. Visual, close-up of dev board, code editor screen showing benign LED blink example, then a breadboard project. Voiceover, #18 is a flexible microcontroller dev board, think tiny computer you can script for automation, hardware prototyping, and security research. Popular choices in 2025 combine Wi-Fi, BLE, and a generous set of GPIO pins. What it's for. Building custom tools, sensors, automation helpers, IoT projects, and controlled lab experiments. Learning embedded programming and device behavior in a safe environment. Why it's on the list. Versatile hardware that bridges physical computing and network-capable projects. Great for students, makers, and licensed penetration testers building lab-only experiments. Ethics reminder, never use programmable boards to access systems you don't own or to emulate devices on live networks without permission. Gadget number 17, Privacy Router/Open Source Firewall Appliance, small form factor. Visual, sleek mini router on a desk, app UI showing traffic filtering, parental controls and ad blocking. Voiceover, number 17 is a privacy-first router appliance, small, quiet, and built around open firmware that gives you control over what leaves your network. In 2025 these devices do more than route, they block trackers, run DNS over HTTPS, and provide segmented guest networks. Key features. User-friendly UI with advanced options, VPN pass-through, device isolation, and per-device rules. Often supports community firmware for transparency and regular security updates. Why it matters. Smart homes are full of devices, a privacy router centralizes protection and reduces attack surface. Ideal for homes, makerspaces, and small offices. Who it's for, privacy advocates, small business owners, and anyone wanting more control than a stock ISP router. Gadget number 16, secure USB hub with data-only/charge-only switch and tamper detection. Visual, compact USB hub with switches, LED indicators, someone plugging a phone into a public charging station safely. Voiceover, rounding out this first part at number 16, a secure USB hub that lets you toggle between data plus charge, charge only, or physically disable data lines. Some 2025 models add tamper detection and tiny capacitive sensors that show if a port has been modified. Why it's useful. Protects you from so-called juice jacking when you need to charge in public. Handy for security-conscious travelers and journalists who regularly use unfamiliar ports. Practical use cases, plug in your phone on a plane in charge-only mode, or isolate test devices in a lab without cross-connecting data lines. Ethical/usage tip, these are defensive tools, excellent for protecting yourself and others. Gadget number 15, Wi-Fi pineapple-style wireless assessment appliance, consumer edition. Visual, small palm-sized appliance with LEDs, UI showing non-sensitive metrics like client counts and SSID maps. Voiceover, at number 15 we've got a friendly, consumer-oriented wireless assessment box. Think of it as a legal lab tool to map your Wi-Fi environment and test your own network's resilience. What it does, simple. Scans for nearby networks, shows channel congestion, and highlights weak encryption. Simulates common benign scenarios for training, e.g., captive portal behavior. Why it's on the list. Great learning tool for home network hardening and for professionals building lab demos. In 2025 models the UI is friendlier and legal/usage safeguards are clearer. Who it's for, network admins, educators, and curious power users. Ethics and safety, only scan and test networks you own or have permission to test, unauthorized use is illegal. Gadget number 14, secure Bluetooth/NFC injector and test kit, lab use only. Visual, kit spread on a desk, modules, antennas, developer GUI with harmless test packets, spectrum view. Voiceover, #14 is a lab kit for testing Bluetooth and NFC behavior. It's used to emulate devices, stress test pairings, and validate secure handshakes, entirely for controlled, lab environments. Key features. Emulates a wide range of Bluetooth profiles and NFC tags for compatibility testing. Includes shielding, attenuators, and logging for reproducible experiments. Why it's useful. Helps manufacturers and security teams verify how real devices behave under edge cases. Excellent for hobbyists building secure wearables or contactless solutions. Important, this is strictly a lab tool. Don't use it to impersonate devices or disrupt other people's connections. Gadget number 13, battery-powered field forensics toolkit, write-protected imaging. Visual, rugged case opening, write-protect switches, SSD dock, laptop showing verified hash output. Voiceover, number 13, a portable, battery-powered forensic imaging kit. These are used by incident responders to confidently capture drives and phones while preserving evidence integrity. What it offers. Hardware write protectors, checksum validation, and clean power for sensitive captures. Rugged, airport-friendly form factors in 2025. Why it made the list. It's critical for legitimate investigators and corporate IR teams who need reliable field tools. Speeds up evidence collection while reducing the risk of accidental modification. Who it's for, certified investigators, IT security teams, and digital forensics students. Legal note, always follow laws and chain of custody procedures, never seize or image devices without authority. Gadget number 12, RF shielding and portable Faraday bag kit, multiple sizes. Visual, hands placing devices into Faraday bags, a watch, phone, and key fob, then testing with a phone showing no signal. Voiceover, at number 12 we've got RF shielding, Faraday bags, cages, and shielding pouches, the simplest and most effective physical privacy tools you can buy. Why it's essential. Prevents remote access or tracking of wireless devices during travel or storage. Comes in sizes for phones, laptops, key fobs, and even routers. Practical uses: secure travel, court evidence protection, or preventing accidental wake-ups during testing. Quick tip: verify the bag with a known working signal before relying on it in high-stakes situations. Gadget number 11, Eye-Assisted Vulnerability Scanner Appliance, Edge Edition. Visual: compact appliance in a rack, dashboard summarizing vulnerabilities, severity labels only, simple remediation suggestions. Voiceover: rounding out part 2 at number 11, a small, on-premises vulnerability scanner that uses AI to prioritize findings. In 2025 editions, these appliances focus on actionable results and fewer false positives. What it does: high level. Scans local devices and services, correlates findings with known CVEs, and suggests prioritized fixes. Runs offline or air-gapped for sensitive environments. Why it's on the list: reduces noise for busy teams, the AI helps you focus on what truly matters. Edge-friendly hardware makes it usable for small shops and home labs. Who it's for: DevOps, small MSPs, and security-minded hobbyists building secure home servers. Ethics: use responsibly, scanning others' systems without consent is illegal. Gadget number 10, Smart Signal Spectrum Analyzer, Pocket Edition. Visual: handheld analyzer scanning signals, colorful frequency graphs, clean lab setting. Voiceover: at number 10, the Smart Pocket Spectrum Analyzer. This is like an X-ray for wireless signals. It visualizes frequencies in real time, helping you identify interference, rogue access points, or noisy channels. What it does: high level. Displays live RF activity from 2.4 GHz to 6 GHz, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, IoT. Helps troubleshoot smart home issues, interference, or network congestion. Why it's awesome: portable, battery-powered, and pairs via Bluetooth to your phone or tablet. Perfect for field engineers or makers diagnosing connectivity issues. Safety reminder: use strictly for your own environment or with permission, don't scan private or restricted spectrum bands. Gadget number 9, Smart Lock Bypass and Security Testing Toolkit, Ethical Use. Visual: sleek toolkit with mechanical and digital lock models, a tester demonstrating lock pairing in a lab. Voiceover: at number 9, a Smart Lock Security Testing Kit. As smart locks become mainstream, researchers need tools to verify their reliability and patch weak firmware safely. What it does: simulates legitimate lock/unlock operations to test authentication methods. Detects outdated encryption standards or unsecured Bluetooth pairing modes. Bundled with training locks for educational labs. Why it matters: protects real users by helping manufacturers improve lock firmware. Great for ethical hackers, IoT developers, and university security labs. Ethical use only, never test real locks without explicit written permission. Gadget number 8, AI-powered USB Firewall and Data Filter Hub. Visual: futuristic USB hub with glowing indicator, a dashboard showing data safe/blocked messages. Voiceover: #8 brings AI to your desk, the USB Firewall Hub. It acts as a smart barrier between your computer and any USB device, analyzing traffic in real time. What it does: detects malicious firmware or suspicious data transfers automatically. Blocks bad USB-style payloads before they can execute. Provides audit logs and learning-based filtering, all in hardware. Why it's next-gen: combines simplicity with cutting-edge defense. Perfect for journalists, travelers, and IT staff handling unknown USB drives. Tip: it's defensive tech, never use it offensively or to reverse engineer others' data. Gadget number 7, Portable SDR Lab, software-defined radio with modular antennas. Visual: small SDR box connected to a laptop running spectrum visualization, labeled Authorized Test Environment. Voiceover: number 7 is the Portable SDR Lab, software-defined radio in your backpack. These 2025 editions are faster, modular, and fully open source. What it does: lets you explore wireless signals for education and legitimate testing. Supports Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, LoRa, ADS-B, and other public bands. Used by hobbyists, educators, and certified researchers. Why it's so popular: teaches RF fundamentals through hands-on experience. Can be safely used for decoding public broadcasts and building IoT prototypes. Legal tip: never transmit or decode private or encrypted communications, monitoring public signals only is key. Gadget number 6, cybersecurity laptop backpack with integrated signal blocker and GPS tracker. Visual: futuristic tech backpack with compartments glowing faintly, demo of blocking signals and locating it via app. Voiceover. And at number 6, meet the cybersecurity smart backpack, the ultimate travel companion for tech pros. Features: built-in Faraday layered laptop sleeve that blocks Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and cellular. Hidden GPS tracker you can control remotely via secure app. Power bank and anti-theft zipper locks included. Some 2025 models even integrate biometric locks. Why it's on the list: combines privacy, convenience, and design. Ideal for digital nomads, security auditors, and travelers carrying sensitive gear. Safety note: only track your own devices, never someone else's without consent. Gadget number 5, autonomous pen testing drone, tethered/controlled, lab and audit edition. Visual: compact quadcopter taking off inside a controlled test range, telemetry overlay, safety cage. Voiceover. #5 is a tethered, audit-grade drone purpose-built for wireless and physical site assessments. These are not spy drones, they're safety-first devices used by red teams and auditors to survey RF environments, test antenna placement, and inspect physical infrastructure. What it does: high level. Flies on pre-approved, geo-fenced routes inside controlled environments. Carries modular payloads, spectrum sensors, thermal cameras, and high-gain Wi-Fi sniffers, for lab use only. Provides telemetry and encrypted logging to ensure accountability. Why it's on the list: speeds up large site audits, factories, campuses, while keeping people safe. 2025 models prioritize fail-safe tethering and strict payload controls. Who it's for: corporate red teams, penetration testers with permissions, infrastructure auditors. Safety plus legal: always coordinate with site owners and follow aviation rules, drones are regulated. Gadget number 4, quantum-resistant password vault appliance, enterprise/home hybrid. Visual: elegant network-attached device on a shelf, mobile app unlocking with biometrics, close-up on vault status. Voiceover. At number 4 we've got a password vault appliance built for the post-quantum era. In 2025, cutting-edge vaults combine hardware security modules, HSMs, with quantum-resistant crypto primitives for long-term credential safety. What it does: stores secrets locally, not cloud-first, with hardware-backed keys and multi-user access controls. Integrates with SSO, 2FA hardware keys, and automated secret rotation. Offers audited logs and secure sharing for teams. Why it matters: it's about future-proofing credentials and reducing attack surface from leaked passwords and API keys. Affordable models now exist for serious home labs and small teams. Who it's for: DevOps, small businesses, security-focused households. Pro tip: use with a backup HSM and documented recovery procedures, don't lock yourself out. Gadget number 3, hardware reverse engineering workstation kit, bench-grade tools and FPGA debugger. Visual: bench with microscope, hot air reworkstation, FPGA dev board, annotated schematics on a monitor. Voiceover. #3 is the ultimate bench kit for hardware researchers, a curated set of tools for reverse engineering, debugging, and firmware analysis. These kits make responsible research faster and safer. Kit highlights: FPGA-based logic analyzers and high-speed JTAG/serial debuggers. precision soldering and rework tools, chip clips, and microscope. Clean power supplies with isolation and current monitoring. Gadget number 2, air-gapped secure lab appliance, mini rack with controlled cross-connects. Visual, small secure rack in a lab room, cables neatly labeled, a gloved hand toggling a physical cross-connect. Voiceover. Hashtag 2 is an air-gapped appliance designed to run sensitive analysis or store secrets offline. These mini racks let you test malware specimens, analyze firmware, or store critical keys, all while preserving strict network isolation. Key features. Physical cross-connect switches, manual, visible state, to avoid accidental bridging. Hardware-enforced USB/data controls and write protect bays. Optional integrated transient power conditioning and tamper-evident seals. Why it's essential. Real security research demands real isolation. These appliances make it practical for small teams and researchers to maintain rigorous separation. Who it's for: incident response teams, malware analysts, and labs doing sensitive work. Safety note: always follow institutional review boards, IRBs, or company policies when handling harmful code or data.